Have you ever pondered what the mark of the beast signifies in the Bible? This cryptic symbol mentioned in the book of Revelation has intrigued scholars and believers alike for centuries. It's a mark said to be received during the 7 years of tribulation that could hold dire consequences for those who bear it. Yet, what does it truly represent? And how does it contrast with the mark of God? Dive with us into this fascinating narrative as we decipher the meaning behind the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast, as depicted in the Bible, is a symbol given during or around the 7 years of tribulation. It's a mark that's not just skin deep. Its significance is far deeper and more consequential than a mere physical imprint. What does this mark look like, you ask? Well, the Bible paints a vivid picture. It's said to be placed on either the hand or the forehead, acting as a key to the world's economy. This mark, it seems, will dictate who can buy or sell. Imagine that, your day-to-day transactions, your livelihood, all controlled by a single mark. But this mark isn't just about commerce, it's a symbol of loyalty, a badge of allegiance, if you will. And who is this allegiance to? The beast. This fealty shown to the beast stands in stark opposition to God. It's a sign of turning one's back on the divine, choosing to align with forces that defy God's will. This decision isn't without its consequences. The Bible warns of dire repercussions for those who choose to bear the mark. In Revelation, it's written that there will be no salvation for those who align themselves with the beast. It's a stern warning, indeed, signaling that the beast's mark isn't just a choice but a spiritual decision with eternal implications. The mark is a perversion of God's sign to the Jews following their deliverance from Egypt, a sign that was meant to symbolize freedom, gratitude, and worship, twisted into a mark of enslavement. The beast's mark represents a spiritual bondage, a stark contrast to God's mark of liberation. This mark of the beast isn't just a future prophecy or a topic for theological debate, it's a present-day call to awareness and discernment. It's a reminder to make choices that align with God's will, to choose freedom over enslavement, and to seek salvation over condemnation. Thus, accepting the beast's mark is not just a physical act, but a spiritual decision with eternal implications. But did you know the enemy's mark is a twisted imitation of God's own mark? This perversion is evident in the stark contrast between the mark of the beast and the mark God gave to the Jews following their deliverance from Egypt. In the book of Exodus, God instructs his people, saying, "It shall be a sign to you on your hand and as a memorial between your eyes, that the Lord's law may be in your mouth. For with a strong hand the Lord has brought you out of Egypt." This mark was a symbol of God's grace, a reminder of his mighty deliverance, and a call to keep his laws at the forefront of their lives. In response, the Jews began wearing phylacteries, small boxes, containing the very scriptures they were to memorize and meditate upon. All these were done in an attitude of worship and gratitude for the freedom found in their God. Contrarily, the mark of the beast represents complete opposition to the things of God. It's a mark of enslavement, a dictation of economic activity, and a symbol of allegiance to the beast. It's a mark that comes with dire consequences, as noted in the book of Revelation, where it is stated that there will be no salvation for those who align themselves with the beast. The stark difference lies in the essence of these marks. One leads to bondage, the other to liberation. The mark of God symbolizes freedom, while the beast's mark stands for bondage. The choice, ultimately, is yours. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the Bible, we find ourselves faced with important decisions. The mark of the beast, as revealed in Revelation, is not just a symbol, it's a choice that signifies complete opposition to the things of God, a choice that leads to consequences. This mark, taken on the hand or forehead, could limit one's ability to function in society, dictating whether they can buy or sell. Yet the Bible also tells us of God's mark. Unlike the beast's mark of enslavement, God's mark is a sign of freedom. It's a sign of his grace and deliverance. It's a sign that should be on our hands and between our eyes, guiding our actions and our thoughts. Now that you have a glimpse into the mark of the beast, we hope you'll continue to explore the treasures hidden in the Bible. Subscribe to receive free Christian materials such as audiobooks and books. Join us on this journey of discovery and faith.